G'day guys and welcome back to another video on the Talkstar channel, and today I'll be going through my round 8 tips. And before we do that, we'll go through the round 7 overall review as we usually do. So first round, the first game of the round, West Coast taking on Richmond. Now this was nowhere near deserving of a Friday night game. Of course, people wouldn't know that West Coast would be this terrible, but god damn were they bad. Like I really was tempted to turn off the TV on a Friday night, which I don't think I've ever done before, but such a boring game to watch. West Coast, they probably wouldn't spoon favourites for mine, so yeah, West Coast, they really need to up their game, even though they've been hit hard with injuries and COVID. Yeah, losing by 100 points is no excuse. So that's the Friday night game. Saturday, Freo, Flagmantle, should I say, they are playing some absolutely great football. I like their play style. It's like very similar to Melbourne's, I think. And yeah, they could be the real deal this year. I'm not completely sold on them. Not because I think Geelong are a bad team, but I think I'm happy with Freo, but it's too early for them to win a flag. The list averages play like bottom fourth in terms of age, so still a few years from the granny, but yeah, they're playing some great football, Fremantle. And Adelaide versus GWS, I was goddamn correct on this tip. So everyone that I know tipped Adelaide, which was very, very confusing. Like, what did they do to impress them? I mean, they did beat Bulldogs and Richmond, but let's be honest, those two are probably the most inconsistent teams this year so far. And Giants, they haven't done much wrong. They lost to St Kilda by a bit, which was fair enough because Saints they're playing okay footy. And what did they do to round 5? They lost to Melbourne, which is pretty normal. And round 4, I think it wasn't that bad either. Yeah, round 4 they lost to Freo. Right now they're the second best team, Fremantle. So GWS really haven't done much wrong in my opinion. But yeah, Toby Green absolutely got them over the line. And at one point it was looking to be a 100-point deficit, but Adelaide came back. And then probably this isn't even the best game of the round, usually it would be, but Melbourne taking on the Hawks. Melbourne obviously struck with COVID, but yeah, Hawks were also struck with injuries, not using that as an excuse. But yeah, Melbourne in the third quarter, as always, they got to a massive lead. I think it was 33 points. And then the Hawks in the last quarter, they dug deep, showed a lot of heart, and yeah, got back to a 10-point margin, which I'm really happy with. It's the highest any team has gone. It's the closest any team has gone into them this year. And even though it wasn't a win, I'm proud with Hawks. Dylan Moore moved to the midfield. Connor Nash and Finn McGuinness played a good role, and Wolfle got his form back. So a lot of positives to take out of that game. But this Saturday night at Cairns game this was probably, even though it was close, I would say this was the worst game of the round, even worse than West Coast and Richmond. Not because I hate any of these two teams. I kind of hate St Kilda, but yeah, I actually hate both these teams, but it's because of the stadium. Everything just looks so dirty. It just looks so sticky and dirty, and it just wasn't vibes. I don't even know why they chose Channel 7. I mean, it was a close game. That's what got it over the line. But other than that, it's a pretty boring game to watch. So I switched a lot between Carlton and North. And Paddy Grips again led Carlton to a win against North Melbourne, the second worst team in the competition right now, North are. And then the Sunday games, I'm recording it at this stage because I'll be busy in the next few days of school and just other stuff. So yeah, Pies got over the line against the Suns. Levi Kaiser kicked 4, I think. So did Myercheck. So 2 key forwards stood up, but Pies just over the line. And the Dogs, by the way, the scores are looking, you'd think they win. Nick Cox just got injured from Essendon, which means Dylan Shields on the ground after a very controversial call. But yeah, let's quickly get over this round. That's about it. SEG, it's going to be a great game. I really want to watch this. So finish recording, chuck that on the TV. And then Friday night, Port Adelaide taking on the Bulldogs. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, winner and margin comp will be announced. I'll put it on the screen right here. So yeah, congratulations to whoever won. It'll probably be Shannon, but yeah. Friday night, Port Adelaide versus Bulldogs. Port Adelaide, I don't know. Are they back in form? I'm not sold yet. Saints at Cairns. If that was at Marvel, you'd back him in to win that one. But also at the same time, the Dogs, if they lose to Essendon, it's going to be a danger game. And even if they win Essendon, it's still going to be a danger game. So I'm going to go with Port Adelaide, just because it's at Adelaide Oval. But yeah, it depends how well. Just depends on the teams. But I'll go with... Oh no, you know what? I'll go with Bulldogs by 15. I really can't trust Port yet. They've lost. They've been absolutely smashed by a few teams this year. So yeah, don't want to tip them yet. And then you got Freo North. That's going to be so boring. Freo in that one. Saturday morning. This deserves a Friday. This is what you call a Friday night game. But no, they didn't go it. Richmond versus the Pies. Both in great form this round, but I'll have to go with Richmond, considering, like, Dusty's back, I think. And, yeah, playing some great footy. Swans win this one, not much to talk about. This one, I don't understand why it's close. GWS, these a lot of people... A lot of people's getting really mixed up with their GWS tips, but they're not going to win this one. It's at Canberra, of course, GWS home ground, but I can't see GWS winning against Geelong. Geelong choked against Freo, but I don't think they're going to play 2 weeks of bad football in a row, so I'll tip Geelong for this one. And at Marvel Stadium, Essendon taking on the Hawks. I don't usually like to tip the Hawks, even though if I think that we will win, but considering it's at Marvel and I usually jinx the Hawks, I'm going for the Bombers. I really have no reason to tip the Bombers, so I'm probably going to switch back. But yeah, the Hawks, hopefully they get the job done. I don't know. It's a danger game for both teams. This is probably the... Oh, $17 in odds. When was the last time you saw that? It's going to be the Brisbane win. Smashing, honestly. 50 points and up. Melbourne taking on the Saints. Going to be Melbourne. And... Oh, yeah, sorry, it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day on May 8th, so... That's why it's only 2 games. And then Carlton and Adelaide is going to be Carlton. And for this round's margin comp, we can go... I'm thinking of 2 games, which would be Richmond Collingwood, or Essendon Hawthorn. And I think we'll go with Richmond Collingwood. We've gone with a few Hawthorn games this year, so I don't want to be too biased. So we'll go with Richmond Collingwood. So leave your tips in the comment section down below. And yeah, it'll be great to see Dusty back. And hopefully it's going to be a good game. And that's about it for this round. If you guys enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And yeah, see you guys in the next tipping video. Bye.